Hi and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. I'm standing right at the edge of the road again and I'm getting some very funny looks at passing traffic. But it's all in a day's work, because today we're going to take a look at Blackpool North Railway Station. And we're going to take a little bit of a look into its history because it's had quite an interesting past has this building, and it didn't start where you might have thought it started. So before we get down there and we're going to have a look, make sure that you've subscribed, make sure you've hit that little bell for notifications, and make sure that you've signed up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter as well. And then you'll get the weekend What's On guide. So let's go and see what we can see. So the story of Blackpool North Station starts here at the top of Queen Street, which is this one. It starts here at the top of Queen Street, and the two lines of the railway station opened out at Queen Street, and the soil that was excavated was dumped at the foreshore, and that eventually became the foundations of North Pier. So presumably they dug it all out there and trundled it in a straight line straight down onto the seafront and then just dumped it, which was quite fortuitous really. It's called reduce, reuse and recycle. So of course this is going to be the new extension for the tramway to North Pier, so it's going to be connected once again, and the railway station that we use today is just down there. There's no pedestrian access at the moment up that little bit of Queen Street, so we're going to take a walk round here. The trams, when the extension's open, will come into the station, which is just at the side of the new hotel. So of course this is the site of the new tramway extension down to North Pier. Blackpool North Station as we know it today is just at the back of there, but while they're building, pedestrian access is closed, so we're going to walk the long way around and take a longer view, a wider view as you might say. So the station for the new tram stop is just down there, and it will connect you via an underpass to Blackpool North Station. And I wonder what Sir Peter Hesketh Fleetwood would have made of all this. It was 1840 when he built the Preston and Wye Railway to serve his new port and town of Fleetwood. So back in those days, if you wanted to come to Blackpool and you'd caught a train to Fleetwood or Poulton railway station, you would have caught a wagonette or a horse bus from Poulton to Blackpool. Imagine that. And then eventually the railway became so popular that the line was extended, and it opened on the 29th of April 1846. So that's a whopping 177 years ago. I wonder what they'd have made of all this. And in another 177 years, I wonder what they'll look back and think to this. I always think that. I wonder what people would think in another 200 or 300 years. So Thomas Clifton owned most of this land, and he extended the railway from Poulton, and it was the start of cheap excursions and cheap days out. So the railway station that was originally down here of 1846 was known originally as Blackpool Talbot Road Station. And in 1883, some new excursion platforms opened, and it all sort of grew and mushroomed, grew a bit bigger, got a bit more extensive, until we ended up with a huge, great big whopping railway station. So this is the Blackpool North Station that we know of today, and that opened in January 1973. And it's based on the canopy of the old excursion sheds, which extended all the way down to Queen Street. So that must have been some big railway station to go right down to where Mark Ellis is. Must have been a whopper. And it was officially opened by the Mayor on the 8th of April 1973, when I was but a little kiddie. It's a good view from up here. It's an even better view from up in the lobby of the Sainsbury's supermarket. And in September 2017, the 8 platforms were reduced to 6 so that the trains could enter and exit the station better. And it was the start of the work to accommodate the quieter, greener electric trains. And you can see the gantries that have been installed for the overhead catenary. And that was a big job and created a lot of disruption and a lot of diversions and a big bind for a lot of people. But you know what they say? It'll be worth it in the end. So the original railway station that was on this site here was last used in 1974, and then it was demolished in March 74 and used as a temporary car park until the Fine Fair store was built, and that started in September 74. So it all changes. You know, Blackpool's motto is progress, and right on cue there's a train arrived. Look, there you go. Just to prove that they do actually arrive. I can't remember the last time I went down into the railway station. We used to come on holiday to Blackpool on the train back in the day, and I must admit I am partial to a little bit of train travel. So we're going to go and have a look anyway. So this is obviously the car park, and there's also a big car park in the back of Sainsbury's, which is paid for. And you can use the Ringo app to pay for your parking, and it's £5 a day, which I didn't think is bad. So this is the entrance to the concourse, and this is where we say welcome to Blackpool North. So the main concourse is the waiting area, and it's all enclosed underneath a nice cover to keep you from the rain. There's toilets and baby change facilities. There is a station buffet. There's telephones, trolleys and CCTV. There are full-time staff, which you can see here, look, and there is a lost property office as well. So this is where you get your tickets. And there's a little cafe and coffee shop. It's open 7 days a week, and you obviously need a ticket to get past the gates. And these are the platforms as you go through there. Obviously dog friendly. There's a water bowl there, and trains here depart for Manchester, Preston, Liverpool, York, Leeds, Colne, and apparently about 2 million passengers a year go through this quite big place. And if you're not quite sure where you are, when you come out, there's a nice map for those of us that have not got a map on our phone. So you can, there you go, you are here. You are here. There's a nice map on the thing, and it's also got all the tourist attractions and main points and things on it as well, which is useful. So it tells you where they are in relation to the railway station. And this is then going to be the underpass, which connects you by tram to the main Blackpool to Fleetwood tramway. We'll have a look through this little hole, this little gate hole. So this is a rebuild of the existing underpass, and that's where you will eventually go through, and you can actually just see the tram stop through the maze of scaffolding and whatnot underneath the bridge. Can you just see it at the back of the scaffolding poles? And then if you really want to, you can have a holiday while you're here. And they're putting all the cladding on. That looks very clean and tidy. Look like tiles, don't they? Wonder if they're ceramic. They can't be ceramic, they'll be too heavy. Wonder what they are. So I hope you've enjoyed that. That was quite interesting. that's our little rough guide to where it was, where it's going. I'll turn around. In fact, I'll turn around that way, and then you get the pan across the station instead of looking at the supermarket. We've got the little look at where it's going next, and we've been into the station to just have a quick look at the facilities and what's there, what you can expect when you come as a visitor. So make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've signed up, make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications, and don't forget to sign up for your email newsletter as well. So I hope you found that interesting. Give this video a like, don't forget, and we will see you soon. Bye for now.